Alright guys, and welcome back to more Dangan Ronpa 2. We are about to hop right back into it immediately. No intro and nothing. Let's just do it. When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that true?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
Right.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Right.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
But the times on the clocks were wrong, obviously.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
But I'm pretty sure it was 5:30 and somebody made the clocks 2 hours slow.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand, seriously. It's just one after another. Someone was easily able to go between Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower, right? So it could have been easy for the killer to have been able to switch both of the times. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. This should definitely be a clue to break it through the contradiction. This shouldn't be too hard. Fuyuhiko in Akane's account. Yep. So Fuyuhiko's account. Definitely.
We're headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Okay.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, they couldn't. That's impossible. That's impossible because remember? The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m., but we discovered his body before 7 a.m. It's a radio clock. There's no way to tamper with it. So I guess I produced the radio clock right there on Akane's statement.
7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest...
That has to be it. That's the only contradiction I see. That's the only reasonable contradiction I see.
Because of that alarm,
Right?
His time of death and the time the body was one of those must be an illusion.
Killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside.
No, that's wrong!
That is wrong! Taste this counter! Counter break!
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
That's what I'm saying, girl!
maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Damn, Nagito!
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding.
Come on, Gundam!
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
It's this time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimony. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistaking that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. If I focus and think, I should be able to answer that mystery. Oh my god. This is so easy. I bet you I won't fail. I might fuck up a fucking jump, but I bet you I won't fail here. I won't fail any of the questions if they ask them. If they ask them. I ain't fucking up here, homie. Woo! 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 Alright! Cool! Question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Who the killer is, where the murder happened, the time in the building, obviously. The time in the building, homie. Let's go. I'm on 10. I'm on 10 today, homie. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Your game looks sloppy. Ah! I slid off. I was trying to style. I was trying to style. Look at that. You can't stop me. My game don't look sloppy. What the fuck? Whoa! They actually want me to do that now. Alright, here we go. Woo! Alright, here we go. Let's slow down. Question 2. Which clock was tampered with? Both of them, dumbass. Alright, let's do this. I ain't fucking up any of these questions. Let's go. What? I was wrong! Ah! No, wait, the building's clock! The building's clock, damn it! Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Here we go. I ain't getting this last one wrong, and I'm just gonna drive through it too. I ain't even gonna slow down. Whoa! This game is fun, dude. I like this. Here we go. Let's do this. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. That's what I thought. I thought that's what they meant originally. Both houses have their fucking time messed up. There we go. I just misunderstood the first question.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
Yes, all the clocks.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it. I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right, that's the main problem. I need to clarify about how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. It's 2 hours. Because Fuyuhiko said 5:30. Kane also said 5:30. And look, they gave me Akane's account. So that's probably it.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
So it was 7:30 on his
The time
clock.
of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when you fell. It would have been a great clue.
5:30.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Right.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
When he fell.
There's no point in saying that.
So I have to present Akane's account
If does not exist in this world.
somewhere, and I think I gotta present it where he fell, right? But how much time did the killer adjust the time inside the building?
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Damn it, hit
Time
the
of
button.
death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Alright.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
Alright, here we
If
go.
only I heard the sound when he fell.
Let's go!
I agree with that.
I agree! I agree!
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Yes. Goody goody madu.
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
Huh?
That's kind of strange.
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about.
Oh boy.
What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
Nagito said he didn't hear it as well, right?
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Probably around 5:30.
Huh? You can tell?
Probably.
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much of our time was off is literally right in front of me. What has Sir-lionhart been saying? 2 hours?
I see.
2 hours! He's been saying that's just the beginning of the trial.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
I did. Well, I'm the player, so I guess.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious, so they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Right. That was smart. Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success.
Somebody was smart
That's
as
all
fuck.
it means.
Somebody was smart as fuck. Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. The only thing they were trying to lure only... If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... Monokuma Tai Chi! Monokuma's Tai Chi!
I see.
So Monokuma knows who the killer is, obviously.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Give me a sec, I thought he said Grope Tower.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us? We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time. That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule. I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
How outrageous! I actually didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Damn it, I hate the banter between Manami and freaking Monokuma. It's so
Let's just
dumb.
ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru,
It's actually annoying.
the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Uh-oh. Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
The alarm went off,
Are
right?
you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
Someone did that to freaking force an alibi, I'm telling you.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is.
So somebody in the grape house, if that's possible, but... What time did it say on there?
If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Everybody in the grape house?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
The Swooper doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Oh boy! Oh boy! Damn! I believe Hajime was there. No. Who was there? Who was there? It was Kazuichi. Nagito showed up, right? Fuyuhiko showed up. Huh. I think... Wait, did Gundam show up there? No, it couldn't have been Gundam. Gundam was there when that shit happened, so never mind. Never mind, Gundam was there. No, Nagito. Nagito said himself, he said he didn't hear that loud noise, right? Oh boy. This is actually interesting because I'm not exactly sure. I'm No, I'm pretty sure Gundam was there. Fuyuhiko was there. Kazuichi was there. I can point to myself. I'm gonna go with Nagito. Because he was acting suspicious during the time, right? Damn, this... Now that I think about it, man, everybody's dying here. Look at this shit. Anyway, let's go... I mean, we got a lot of health. We got a lot of health, so we can just run through everybody. Let's start with Nagito.
You're the only one!
And I was... What? Wait, I think I'm wrong.
The
Hold
one
on.
who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
Yeah, because he said he didn't hear the sound, right?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Yeah, Gundam was definitely there. I remember that.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sonya didn't hear it either. Wait a minute. Sonya didn't hear it either, so it could be either of these two. I don't think Nagito did it because he was actually helping with the investigation.
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something.
I was stalking your mom.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Suicide dive? What the hell? This ain't Super Smash Brothers. You ain't Kirby.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
Huh?
You couldn't? What do you mean?
What is going on?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Huh? He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Maybe it's because what the rooms they were in, right? It has something to do where the rooms were located.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Something to do with the room types.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
Something to do with the rooms. It has to do something with the rooms.
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I'm pretty sure they were either in the standard room or the super rooms or the royal rooms, whatever they call them, the deluxe rooms, something, right? The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Hangman's Gambit. So we gotta pay attention to the damn. Yeah, this might be tough. Yep, this rooms. Oops. It's a lot of D's. Yup, it has to be deluxe room, right? Yup. The deluxe room. We don't need R's for a while. But then that's all they're giving us right now. Nope. Deluxe. Now I need a U. Oops, I fucked up. I meant to blow it up instead. Here we go, U. Deluxe. Deluxe. Blow it up. R. O. Get another O. Get an M. What the? Whoa! Damn it! Too many letters! Too letters! Get out the way! Get out the way! Letters! Yes! Here we go. We got it. I got it! Complete!
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. Ooh, the standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy rooms, of course, have severe airflow and draft problems. There's a Monokuma.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation.
Wrong!
You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent?
Bruh, why you gotta say it like that?
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Wait a sec.
Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Right.
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor? Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. What?! I don't get it! How is it... It has to be somebody from the Strawberry. Let's see. What was everybody doing? The deluxe room, people couldn't hear it. He goes out there. Wait a minute. I don't get it. So let me see. So I'm trying to think. But the rooms. So we just got done deciding the rooms, right? So everybody that was in a deluxe room. Sonya had a deluxe room. Chiaki had a deluxe room. There was 2 deluxe rooms. Who was the other dude? Who's the other dude who had the deluxe? Who's the other guy who had the deluxe room? Cause how could they hit the alarm and shit, right? Shit, who else had the deluxe room? I can't remember. It had to be somebody on the strawberry side. So whoever was in the other deluxe room couldn't hear what was going on, but they were still there. But who the fuck was it? I can't remember. It wasn't him. Was it Nekomaru? Fuyuhiko? I don't know. Fuck. It could be. It's either Fuyuhiko or Gundam, because those are the other guys that was there. I forgot who had the fucking room. Was it? No, Fuyuhiko said he was okay with some other room, right? Fuck.
You're the
Yes! I just guessed.
There's something I want to ask you.
Wow, let's go.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
I need to breathe. Dog. I can't breathe. I did not know. I knew it had to be either one of those guys. Kazuichi didn't get deluxe too.
What's wrong with that?
Alright, let me get my breath back. Wow.
If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Yeah, he was there.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Yeah!
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Damn!
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation.
That's crazy!
Right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Why did they do it?
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
What are you doing? It's not like the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. But I don't understand. Why would he do it?
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
I don't think. Why would he do it?
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
This is making no sense. Why would he do it?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Is it?
Hold on a sec.
I still don't fully believe it though. Like, why would he want to kill? Like, I don't understand. Why would he kill Nekomaru? Gundam never talks. But that...
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
What?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
Oh, that secret passage.
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
That secret passage.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. If something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Cause I am Phoenix right. I'm always right. I already got the evidence. So next time on Dangan Ronpa, we will go ahead and most likely present the freaking shit we learned from Nagito. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Nagito, you know, going between the grape and the strawberry houses through some kind of passage. But whatever. I'll see you guys next time for more Dangan Ronpa.